Hi, my name is Salman Beg, and today in this video we are going to learn how to create a LUN for Oracle RAC, a database. It's actually for ASM, disk group, and CRS. In order to do that, we have to connect to OpenFiler. We have installed the OpenFiler 2.9 on a VirtualBox, and we are logging it in. Recently, we attached some space on our existing storage and want to create a physical partition first and then moving forward. So this is our network configuration. This is our host. It's actually the nas1.localdomain.net. This is my domain, and the particular name is nas1 IP DNS and my gateway. This is network interface configuration, which is this is my LAN connected. We do have a rack installed, which is up and running. So we give the access to them in my access control list. So just added them here. We also have different volume groups, which is being created, uh, which is for our previous uh, primary rack. Like this is the only storage we have available right now. So in order to move forward, we have to first move forward and have to create two more servers in our network configuration. So the first one is dr rack1 dot local domain dot net, and it is 192.168.2.161. Subnet is 255, 255, 255, 255. Update that one. Okay, so we have dr rack1, and we put the dr rack2 as well, and it's 192.168.2.162. Subnet is this, and update this one. So in our access control list, like this is network access configuration, we have these fours. So our LUN will be a presenter, and it will present whichever we put it on in our access control list. I'll show it in later. First of all, new storage device which we just connected. I presented that storage in my previous video that we connected, and right now we see on our volume groups there's a thing called block device. So we go, and if you check on the right hand side, there's a block device. Clicked on that one and see that what block devices we got so far. In the block device, we see that these are partitioned. This is dev SDC is our uh, new disk which is being added. So we click on this block device. We want to create uh, a primary volume. It's actually the partition type we want to create is a physical volume, and we are actually creating a physical volume. So we said the size of it is this, cylinder is this, we take the whole size, create that one, so it will be created as a physical volume like our raw disk to be added. Okay, so it's added, we saw that, and it's been named as dev slash SDC1. So in SDC we have SDC1. This is our actually physical physical volume. Now we are moving forward to the volume group console, and in the right hand side you see that volume group. We are going to the volume group. Now we have this it's dev slash dev slash sdc1, which is our newly created partition, which is a physical partition type, is a physical volume. We are creating a volume group on it, and we give a name dr rack db. This is our volume group. So we are creating this volume group. Okay, so volume group has been created. If you see that, it is 106 gigs, and it's pretty much straightforward. So now we are creating the volumes on it. We have volume on the volume group. It's called dr rack db crs. It's actually a voting disk, and the Oracle cluster registry will be over here, and the size will be 2048, 2 gigs. iSCSI create. Okay, we see that the first one is being created for 2 gigs, which is good, and creating the second one. Again, we are going to create a volume. Okay, it's created. Add another volume. KSM3, third volume. Created. Okay, so we have 4 volumes are created under dr rack db volume group. You can see here we have CRS for our cluster ready service. Is actually for voting disk and CRS. We have ASM 1 for ASM volume 1, ASM 2, 3, 4. Now the second part is the iSCSI targets. And here our first target should be, we are actually supposed to type down, this is our volume group dot volume name. We add this one, it's been added, and we can see our fact right here, which is drrackdb dot drrackdb dash crs, which is our first LUN mapping, and this is our first one. And we say map LUN pass. So it's been mapped, and now we are going to our access control list. We want this LUN is only available and allow to our drrack.localdomain.net. We are drrack1 and drrack2, so we update them. Okay, so it's been updated. Same thing we have to do. We have to add this is the volume group and volume name ASM1 add. Okay, it's now changed to ASM1. Then map. This is our ASM1, ASM1, drrack db ASM1 map. Okay, it's mapped. Access control list. Allow update. Okay, it's good. Again, the target. This time for ASM2 volume group, volume name, add. It's been added. Then map. drrack db ASM2 map. Then pass. It's been mapped. Access control list. Allow update. Okay, so it's been updated. Now this is ASM3 add. Let's change to ASM3. Learn map ASM3 map. Learn pass access control list. Allow update. So it's updated. The last one is ASM4 volume group, volume name, add. It's been changed to 4. Learn map. Map the target. Learn pass access control. allow update. So now we added all these, and we know that these all been mapped. So why don't we go and check to our host? We have these up and running here on our virtual box, which is DRRAC1 and DRRAC2. So let's go and connect to these hosts. So this is our first node, and let's switch to root user with the password. We have to check the first start the service ISCSI start. Okay, so the service is already started. We have the daemon up and running.